This is a chapter near the end of the book. It's April 19th, 2012, and Pat Summitt has concluded her official press conference to announce her retirement from the Lady Vols after 38 years of coaching. Misha Thomas, her longtime bodyguard and a UT Police Department lieutenant, was by Pat's side through a lot of Pat's games. She would travel with her on the road, get Pat on the bus, which was always an adventure trying to get Pat on the bus because all the fans wanted autographs, and the plane's on the tarmac, and it's 11:30 p.m. in Starkville, and all you want to do is get back to Knoxville. So Misha Thomas had a tough job of trying to get Pat onto the bus. They had a great relationship, and this story is a little bit about Pat's sense of humor that she was even able to summon after the day she officially stepped down as coach of the Lady Vols. After that April press conference ended, all of the coaches and staff ended up in the basketball offices. Misha Thomas, who had escorted Summitt to and from the media event, was nearby as always. Summitt had called Thomas the day before and asked her to be at the press conference. Thomas waited in the parking area next to the arena and escorted Summitt inside. She said, "Well, that's it. It was a fog at that point," said Thomas, who stayed behind the black curtains during the press conference. Summitt had been notified a week earlier by the White House that President Obama wanted to present her with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the country's highest civilian honor. The ceremony was held in Washington, D.C. on May 29, 2012. On April 19, 2012, the same day the White House announced the award, Summitt was in her office talking about it with what was now her former staff. A still shell-shocked Thomas waited outside the office door so that she could walk Summitt back to the car. Coach says, "Well, let me call the president. Get the president on the phone." At that point, the fog lifts, Thomas said. I am thinking, did she just say, "Get the president on the phone"? Who says that? Who says, "Get the president on the phone"? A call was placed to the White House. She said, "I would like to speak to President Obama." She's talking on the phone. Okay. She hangs up and says, "They're going to call me back." My mind is racing. I am thinking drones are overhead now. They're beaming down at us. They see me. They're trying to figure out who the heck just called us. The phone rang again a few minutes later, and it was somebody from the White House. They left the message that he was in a meeting, but he would call her back. Coach looked at me and said, "Hey, you want to go to the house? We're going to throw some steaks on the grill and wait for the president to call." I was still like, seriously? You're going to throw some steaks on the grill and wait for the president to call? Thomas had to get back to the campus police department, and Summitt told her to stop by her house after work and get a plate of food. For the record, President Obama called.